Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. It is Acid Rain World time, but during today's date is Monday, the 22nd of May, 2023. Looking at this Acid Rain World last line of defense. This guy is called Gauntlet. This character is called Gauntlet. He's an Omangan. He does have some troops under him, which I did order, but for some reason, PIA Club on Tab said, "You didn't pre-order them." I said, "Yes, I did." They said, "No, you didn't." So then I showed them the picture of the pre-order. "Oh, yes, you did." So they didn't come at the same time. They are currently on the way. If I like them, I might buy some more. So he's got a mechanical arm, but I suspect it's just going to be a painted other arm to make it look different. I'm hoping it's not. I think it's like a different sculpt. A bit dark on the back. Gun looks good. The guns look good. Helmet looks good. It all looks good. So hopefully he will be good. Now, if you like sort of content, I'm going to see it as soon as it's uploaded. Please consider joining the Patreon. It's actually free for the first 7 days. That means 7 days you can watch all the videos that I put up there for free. No need to pay. And at the end of the 7 days, it will ask you if you want to pay. And you can decide then whether you are going to join the Patreon as a paid subscriber or not. So it's worth joining for 7 days because it's free. Link in the top right of your screen now. If it's not there or you missed that, you can go to the video description below where you'll find the link and also some discount links for some of the better 1/18 scale sellers that are around at the moment. Okay, I'm going to pause this, open it up, set them up, and let's take a look. Back in an instant. Okay, here he is. And yes, I was right. The mechanical arm is just a repaint, just one small different thing on the shoulder. But that repaint in that metallic red makes all the difference. It looks so different from the normal arm, even though it's basically a repaint. The one different thing is you can see he's got this panel here and a round part on that mechanical arm there, which differentiates it too. Take a look at accessories. Comes with 4 guns. I'll take a close look at him. So here's the first gun, metallic on again. Here's his sort of helmet and that painted face. This big gun, which I've stuck on a mechanical arm since that should have the strength to carry it. You see how good that red metallic paint looks, but in essence it's the same arm. As this one just looks so much better in that red paint. More metallic on that big gun. You see it's got the drilled barrel. This can come off and that comes off. He's got the backpack where both the pistols go, which is pretty cool. And also, the backpack's a bit loose, but what's really, really nice in this backpack, and I do mean check this out, is Acid Rain World. We expect these sort of details, is you can just take the top off. Like that, and then you can put pistols or other stuff inside if you want. And that's quite a strong friction fit, which is really quite cool. I'd have preferred he had some sort of way of carrying the big gun or big guns on his back and had holsters for his pistols on his thighs. That would be nicer. Then he could have, stowed all the guns pretty much, or at least 3 of them, and carried a 4th, which I thought would have made more sense. Well, that's what I think in my humble opinion, though I am no military or gun expert. Hand-to-hand combat a bit more my field of expertise. What am I now? So literally 37 years of martial arts. So anyway, yeah, this guy does look good. Very, very nice indeed. I can't wait for the troopers to come. Now, there's a seller on Taobao who sells things separately, and he's got some of the bodies for sale. If they are the trooper bodies, I'll buy them and the heads. That means I have to buy 2 packs, 2 packs, and 2 packs. So it's at an inflated price, but cheaper than buying 2 together with all the accessories. And Bob's your uncle, so I might be doing that as well. Okay, let's get a look at him again. Then we'll go for articulation. Not sure what sort of face paint it is. That's quite menacing. It doesn't open up, which is a shame, and it doesn't come off like a helmet. It's just a head from what I can see. You can see his hips a little bit loose, and the backpack just comes off a little bit too easily. So I might be tempted to just put a bit of PVA glue along the inside of that hole there, and that will give a nice friction fit when it's dry and keep everything in much more tidy. But that's the way it goes. See how it fits to his back so nicely. Just that keeps popping out. Okay, let's look at the pistols. We didn't look at those. Nice simple pistol. Looks pretty cool. Okay, this again, you've got the drill barrel or indented barrel, which I wish Drill Tool would be doing everything as well. Very, very nice. I do like those. I'll be tempted to pick some of those up separately, I think. It's one of the advantages of Taobao and trying to get loads of things separately. Okay, take the big gun off. And we'll take the small gun off and we'll look at his articulation. Let's get the focus going on. Okay, so Head. He goes left, right, up, down, and he has a not really a side to side, which is disappointing, but that's the sculpt on the helmet getting away. Shoulders all the way around. There is a shoulder roll, left, inwards and outwards, up and down. The lateral raise though is same, like almost the same as a Joy Toy 40k figure. It does suffer. It doesn't go particularly high, which is a real shame. It's not that difficult to make it, so it would come up. You look at the original War of Order stuff, they have shoulders that go all the way around, and they have the shoulder roll too. And I'll show you one of those and I'll do the comparison. Now what is great Acid Rain World is they've designed their bicep bend to be some of the best you can get for a single jointed bicep. Look at that. Well over 90 degrees, and that's just a single joint. That's where they excel. Fantastic. On the hands, it's the old way. You've got the gun articulation on his right, and you've got the wave articulation on his left, and they will turn around too. There is trunk, which you can sort of about see. Forwards, backwards, side to side he can turn. His waist will turn too. Hips, thus far, pretty good. It's got soft goods, you can see there. There is a thigh turn. Forwards is not great because the sculpting. Backwards is not great because the sculpting again, which is a bit of a pity. Having those just a little bit shorter, that arm on his thigh made a big difference. It's a double kneecap, and these guys generally get fantastically tight knee bends. Look at that. Some of the best figures are kneeling down too. And the feet are great because normally you have, there you go, you have a boot turn, you have a very nice tippy toe, you get a good or decent dorsiflexation, and you can swivel the feet left and right. Though there is no toe articulation like we see with Joy Toy figures. Very, very cool. Let's stand him up, get an idea of his size. Very easy to pose and stand. So in CM, Gauntlet is that about 10.5 cm. Pretty standard size. Let's compare him to some other figures. First, I'll use a Joy Toy Corvallis Belly Infinity figures, the new release Marauders. I'll put a link for the review in the top right. In the review, I said there was no toe articulation. I lied, there is toe articulation. So that was hard to see, and it does bend. You can see there. Focus, Dad, focus. There is toe articulation, so I did miss that on the review of this. I apologise. Great looking figure. Could they work in the same universe? They could as well. Look at that. Very, very cool. Next, I use another Acid Rain World, the very, very big and very, very awesome Mason from the AMM Corporation. He's massive in comparison, but you see, looks fantastic again. Next, I'll use my recently made video of the Mecha Strike Commander from Fortnite, who's awesome. So many surprises. Such a great little figure. Again, I'll stick his link in the top right for you as well. I'll open up his chest for this one. Show his heart. Very, very cool indeed. And then lastly, I said I'll show you the War of Order. Here's a War of Order one. If you look at the shoulder articulation, these shoulders are quite stiff. Don't want to break them. That's the only issue I had. There's a shoulder roll. You see he's got the cutout here. So the shoulder goes all the way up as well. So you've got fantastic shoulder. This is the best shoulder articulation you'll find on a 1/10 scale figure. I just wish that Acid Rain World or Joy Toy would do the same as this, just to get a much better range of motion. Anyway, so this is a War of Order. Again, I'll stick his link in the top right. I haven't done it already for you. War of Order Secret Trooper figure there too. Great bunch of figures. All of these I would recommend. And Gauntlet is a nice figure too. I do like him. I can't wait for the troopers to come now. Am I going to army build him, or am I going to invest more money in more AMM stuff? I don't know yet, but either way, he does look good. Okay, it's Awesome Match Toys signing out, saying please like, share, subscribe. Consider joining the Patreon, because it's free for the first 7 days. You don't pay anything, and you can cancel after 7 days if you want. Link in the video description below, and I'll see you next video. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye-bye.